Hi, I'm Brianna Schuipis. I'm 32. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I'm so excited to go back to Morocco. I don't know that I feel affected as a woman traveling. I feel like there are a lot of people that would maybe think that. For instance, when I went to Morocco the first time, I had so many people, especially women, ask if I was scared at any point or if I was nervous to be alone. And never once did I feel threatened. Never once did I feel out of my element. I just really rely as a woman on my intuition and base myself off of that. And to be honest, it's never led me astray. Whenever I'm in a foreign country, because I'm a very touchy human being, I like to get to know people really quickly. And again, intuition, I can tell if they're comfortable around me and, we'll grab a hand or touch a shoulder. And when in a foreign country, I'm very conscious of whether or not that's okay. When I was in Morocco, we had this one instance where I had this amazing opportunity to jump on this chef's moped and travel through the streets to go get the meat he was going to cook for our cuisine. But I jumped on this moped knowing we were going to be flying down these tiny alleys, and I also knew I shouldn't touch him. I wasn't married to him. I didn't know how he'd feel about that. And in the Muslim culture, as I understand it, if you're not married to someone, there shouldn't be any physical interaction. And so I used to ride horses when I was a kid, so I literally was holding on with my legs as we're like passing by inches from walls, inches from people, because I was trying to be respectful of his culture, but still trying to grasp this awesome opportunity I was given. My spirituality, I think, is based in what most religions are founded in, and that is really just showing compassion and showing empathy towards all living creatures. I am not a theologist by any means, and I really think that my love for learning about religions came from Morocco. When I was in Morocco, their religion is so inescapable. It's so intertwined in their culture. It really piqued my curiosity. I remember the first night I was there and the call to Allah came over the entire city, and I'd never experienced anything like it. So, coming from Minnesota, where I'm from, religion is huge, but it's not worn on the sleeves of the people. It's not portrayed like it was in Morocco. I think what inspired me most about the Muslim religion is that it really was a part of their daily life, inside and out. I mean, I come from a community that preaches one thing, and so often I see them do another. And the people I encountered in Morocco that preach Islam, they showed that. They showed, the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. In every turn I made there, they were doing that. So that was inspiring to see a faith that was practiced as it should be, with so much compassion. My all-time favorite story or experience there was such a subtle one. It was a man I would pass every day going into the main souk, and his face was pleasant. And I would watch him every day walk in with this cart full of melons. And so one day I decided to stop and buy one. And he spoke no English, I spoke no Arabic. So we literally just pointed out what I wanted. I handed over a ton of money. He took what he needed and I left. And every day after that, I would go back and same interaction. Except every day it became more pleasant. Like I would walk up and he'd turn and see me and he'd smile and I'd smile. And so this entire month that I hung out with this guy was totally nonverbal. We never spoke a word to each other until the last day when I had to leave. I bought my last orange, and there was always this group of guys that would hang out right next to this nut cart. And I had kind of befriended them as well. And they taught me how to say, "Thank you so much, you are my friend," in Arabic. And so I went back to my friend and I told him that, and he grabbed my hand and patted it, which again, in Muslim culture, you don't touch someone you're not married to. And I was so overwhelmed with emotion to have this guy reach over to this American girl, we'd never said a word to each other, and hold my hand. And I'll forever remember his face and that moment between us. And when we go back, we're gonna find him. We're gonna find him and you're all gonna meet him, even though we can't talk to him.